lights, no nothing, just a police badge. They pulled us over. They pulled out their guns. They told the other swimmers to get down on the ground. They got down on the ground. I refused. I was like, we didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not getting down on the ground. And then the guy pulled out his gun. He cocked it, put it to my forehead. He said, get down. And I was like, I put my hands up. I was like, whatever.
Olympic gold medalist Ryan Lochte, 3 other swimmers were robbed at gunpoint in Rio. They said crooks posing as police officers pulled them over, took their wallets and their money. Ryan Lochte tweeted this out: "While it is true that my teammates and I were the victims of a robbery early Sunday morning, what is most important is that we are safe and unharmed." My political power panel is here. Washington Times contributor Eric Schiffer, conservative radio host Gina Loudon, and from the Weekly Standard, Fred Barnes. Welcome to you all. So, Gina, there was some initial confusion in the reporting of the incident. At one point, the International Olympic Committee had not contacted the swimmers and thereby said it didn't happen. But Ryan Lochte's mother, in the meantime, had talked about the scene, calling it horrifying. So is this the fault of miscommunication, as it seems, or do you think the legacy of the games, that maybe someone on the committee wanted to protect that?
Well, we've been seeing this all along, Deirdre. We've seen, as they said, that they wanted to have the Olympics there, and that we knew that the water conditions weren't good. We knew about the Zika virus. We've known of a lot of different problems that have seemed to have been swept under the rug. So I guess at this point, just thank God that these 4 guys are okay. And but there needs to be a little more transparency here, because going forward for Olympic committees, I think they're going to have to consider some of the things that have happened in Rio.
Fred, is that your take as well?
Well, look, I think the problem in Rio is that 7 years ago, when Brazil won, or when Rio de Janeiro won the Olympics, Brazil was one of the most prosperous countries in the world. Now it's not. It's in a deep recession, and so
yeah, the leader is on the verge of impeachment. I mean, as many people say, the drug problem is back. You're right. A lot has changed.
All those things, and so you're going to have problems like this in Rio at this particular time. I've been surprised at how well they've gone. The Olympic Committee, why did they have to say anything? They didn't know anything. I mean, the victim, I think I'd go with the victim.
Yeah,
and if you don't have any information at all, that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
I'm with you. I want to ask you, all of you, about U.S. gymnast Gabby Douglas. She is being harassed online, according to her mom. There's a photo circulating without her hand on her heart at the gold medal ceremony, and we're showing our viewers, but you can see as well she is standing at attention. Some questioning what they call her lack of patriotism, even though, as her mom made this statement, she comes from a military family. So let me ask you, Eric, is this too much criticism of a 20-year-old on an international stage, or is there just a code of conduct that all athletes should be debriefed on before they're put on an international platform?
Well, look, the problem is when you get this kind of level of attention, you're going to have hypercriticism. And one of my businesses actually does and works with many different celebrities with these type of reputation issues. And look, it's very common, and you're going to get really intense verbal violence online, and Twitter is ruthless. I don't think that this is, I think it's blown out of proportion totally.
Eric, Gina, Fred, come back.